Now at 4:30, growing concerns over the effects of the government shutdown. For now, the 8th time, the Senate again today rejected a bill to reopen the government. Neither side here is budging. And with that stalemate on Capitol Hill, the shutdown is now guaranteed to enter a third week.
Federal workers are feeling the pain in their bank accounts, while others may not have a job at all in the coming weeks. NBC4's Conan Nolan live in the newsroom with the very latest on this. Conan?
That's right, Colleen. What we know about federal shutdowns is that the pressure increases over time on those who depend on government services. And although air traffic controllers are considered essential, for the first time they're working without a paycheck. Now entering week 3, and the federal shutdown vice is tightening in its grip the nation's airports. Flight delays are expected to increase, with air traffic controllers now working without pay. An unwelcome distraction in a line of work where lack of focus can be catastrophic.
And now their focus is on, how do I defer a mortgage? When I get off my shift today, do I have to go and drive Uber tonight? So that way I can put gas in the car or food on the table for my family.
President Trump today appearing to downplay the impact of the federal government shutdown.
The Democrats are getting killed.
The White House says it plans on firing 4,000 federal workers from several different agencies and will then target what the president referred to as Democrat programs.
Closing up some of the most egregious socialist, semi-communist programs, and we're closing them up. And we're not going to let them come back. We're not closing up Republican programs because we think they work.
What exactly is a Democrat or a Republican federal agency, the president did not say. Congressional Republicans say they will not negotiate over a short-term funding bill unless Democratic leaders back off their demand to extend Obamacare tax credits enacted during the pandemic and set to expire at the end of the year as part of any deal.
2 weeks of Democrats in Congress inflicting untold pain on the American people for nothing other than pure politics.
Democrats warn costs for millions of Americans will skyrocket if health care subsidies are not extended.
House Democrats and Senate Democrats remain committed to finding a bipartisan path forward.
The effort to blame Democrats for the shutdown apparent in a new video from Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, which DHS has asked airports to show on monitors at TSA checkpoints.
Democrats in Congress refuse to fund the federal government, and because of this, many of our operations are impacted.
Scores of airports have refused to run the video, among them LAX and Burbank. Orange County is considering the request. All report they have a policy against running videos with a political message. Meanwhile, President Trump, while talking about the government shutdown, had a message for California Governor Gavin Newsom, saying today he could move the 2028 Summer Olympic Games if he doesn't think Los Angeles is prepared.
If I thought LA was not going to be prepared properly, I would move it to another location. If I had to. On that one, I'd probably have to get a different kind of a permission, but we would do that. Gavin Newsom, he's got to get his act together.
The Olympic Games are not controlled by any one country, but by the International Olympic Committee, and take close to a decade in preparations. I'm Conan Nolan, NBC4 News.
All right, Conan, thank you for that. President Trump posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom to Charlie Kirk. The ceremony here held in the White House Rose Garden today on what would have been Kirk's 32nd birthday. Kirk's widow accepted the award on his behalf and delivered remarks honoring her late husband. Kirk was shot and killed while speaking at Utah Valley University last month. The Medal of Freedom is the highest civilian honor.